Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here. It is Sunday, January the 19th, the second Sunday of Ordinary Time. First reading is taken from the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 62. For Zion's sake I will not keep silent, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until her vindication shines forth like the dawn, and her salvation like a burning torch. And then further near the end of this reading, for as a young man marries a young woman, so shall your builder marry you. And as the bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so shall your God rejoice over you. It's going to fit perfectly into the gospel, of course. These readings are quite magnificent. The wedding at Cana. But again, I cannot overstate this, so I won't. I'll just keep stating it. That God, the God who reveals himself to us through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God who is Jesus Christ, is like no other, in no other religion. Not even close. It's so important that we understand this. It's not to slam other religions, but we need clarity. We need clarity about the God in whom has revealed himself to us, the one that we believe, but not that we've constructed, because this has nothing to do with our human construction. It has everything to do with the God who has revealed himself to us. And no other God comes even close to this kind of language. As a young man marries a young woman, so shall your builder marry you. That's God speaking to the people through the prophet Isaiah. That is God marrying his people. There is no other deity, not in any pantheon. They're all pathetic, actually. They're all pathetic when it comes right down to it. The gods are lazy, they're lustful, they're worse than we are. Because we seem to be we are redeemable, they are not. They seem to be fixed as, these super beings or supra beings. There's nothing redeeming about them. And even the other concepts of being beyond this life held by other religions hold nothing. They're not even close. Not even Allah. Not even close. Allah, as I've said before, has no children. He only has slaves. God has children. Not only children, but he loves his children so much, he uses the marital imagery saying, I want to marry you. In other words, I want real intimacy, friendship with you. I want communion with you. I want you to have that with me. I want you to share in the divine nature. I am your father. You are my children. Doesn't happen in Islam. And I'm not slamming Islam. I'm not slamming it at all. But I will not allow these things to be, to go unchecked. We all believe in the same God. No, we don't. We don't. Can't say it enough because there's so much syncretistic garbage floating in the atmosphere, in the desire to be nice, that we are not willing to be honest, sincere, loving, charitable, but honest. Not to put people down, but I don't want to be anybody's slave. I don't want to be anybody's slave, except the slave of Jesus Christ, who will actually give me my true freedom. So can't say enough about this beauty that's revealed to us about God. He reveals it about himself in Isaiah chapter 62. Over to the second reading, 1 Corinthians, there are a variety of gifts, but the same Spirit. There are varieties of services, but the same Lord. There are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who activates all of them in everyone. To each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. So everyone, every single person, no one is excluded, every single person has been given has been given a gift. So there are a variety of gifts, but the same Lord. So to each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. Everyone, you, me, everyone in the world, atheists, agnostics, Buddhists, Muslims, everyone is given gifts. Doesn't matter who they are, Hindus, agnostics, everyone has a gift. They're given it for a specific purpose, and hopefully they actually come to understand it and use it for the glory of God, even though they may not call it God, and for the good of those around them. If they use it for their own self-aggrandizement, then they're going to have to pay. And it won't be a good payday, because our gifts are given to build each other up, to glorify God and to build each other up. So that's what you and I need to resolve to do, is discover our gift and use it for God's honor and glory, and to build those around us, to build them up. Okay, over to the gospel. John 2, it's a beautiful wedding feast of Cana. Repeat, ditto, everything I said about Isaiah. They have no wine. Okay, and Jesus said to her, "Woman, what concern is that to you and to me? My hour is not yet come." His mother said to him, "Do whatever he tells you." It's absolutely beautiful. I read this at all the weddings. 6 stone water jars for the ablution. So this was dirty water, right? This is water for washing your hands. Just think of that. They're huge. 6 stone jars for the ablutions, for the cleansing. Face, hands, who knows, feet, whatever. This was not clean water. Maybe it was clean when it was put in there. They filled them to the brim, but these were jars that were used for washing. And he purifies, he changes the substance of water into wine. This is foreshadowing the Eucharist, of course. There's no doubt. Jesus changes wine into his own blood. So, and why does he do this? Now, he does it because his mother asks him. He doesn't seem to have been interested or thinking about doing it. I mean, if his mother hadn't asked him. She asked him, he said, "What is it to me and to thee?" In other words, as Bishop Sheen used to say, to transliterate this into to unpack it a little bit, "Mother, if I do this at your request, your relationship with me is going to change. Okay, I'm no longer just your son and you're my mother, but you're going to be the mother of all mankind. And this is going to be a pathway of suffering. So I will do this if you truly desire, if you want this. I'll anticipate my passion by doing this." And she just says, "Do whatever he tells you. If he doesn't, if he says nothing, do nothing. If he says," and we know what happens. So Jesus did this as the first of his signs because his mother asked him, I add, in Cana of Galilee, and revealed his glory because his mother asked him. And of course it was in accord with the Father's will. And his disciples believed in him. So, this is so many things here about Jesus changing using our sins. He can change them into desires for virtue, cleanses us of our sins, changes wine into his precious blood at the Mass, the intercession of our Mother Mary. There's so many things for you to reflect on. Thank Mary for asking him to change the water into wine. God bless you.